Have you ever considered the secrets that exist within the White House? What secret existence did former presidents have when they were out of the public eye? Welcome to Wealth Hunters. Let's dive into the fascinating and often scandalous social lives of the gentlemen who were presidents of the United States of America. Number 1. George Washington. George Washington was the first president and independently was one of the richest men in the United States. Estimates indicate that Washington was worth $525 million today, while other estimates place his net worth closer to $587 million. A major part of his assets was the plantation known as Mount Vernon, which was owned by his father and inherited by the young tycoon who expanded it during his life. It has 21 rooms and a vast terrace area with gardens and a view of the River Potomac. Washington was a very wealthy man. He held extravagant dinners and receptions at Mount Vernon to display his exquisite manner as a host and his passion for good cuisine and wine. Sources indicate that he was able to spend about 7% of his salary on alcohol, which was a big deal then. Number 2. Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson's maximum net worth is $236.4 million in current money. He received much of his land from his father, including one of his most famous, Monticello. This plantation is an architectural layout designed by Jefferson showcasing the Italian neoclassical architecture he admired. Jefferson lived very comfortably and in a style that included good vintages, exotic books, good food and wine, theatres and orchestras. The house has beautiful furniture and artwork, many of which Tom bought during his European trips. Number 3. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson's peak net worth was $133 million. He made the greater part of that wealth from law and land investment, but he augmented his fortune when he married Rachel Donaldson Robards, who had more riches than he did. Jackson was always warm-hearted and direct and used to provide meals and dance in the White House. It was common to show interest in common people rather than politically influential persons. The Hermitage is an exquisite mansion built in the classical style and spanning 1,000 acres near Nashville, Tennessee. Douglas Elliman's interior design includes carved marble mantels and classical architectural doors. Number 4. Warren G. Harding. The presidency is associated with Harding's scandals that involved bringing White House china to a gambling stake after he had run out of small change. The Teapot Dome scandal associated crockery with the administration. While Harding's financial experience was not impressive in comparison with other presidents, he amassed a fortune through newspaper businesses before becoming president. During Harding's presidency, people depicted him as owning luxurious automobiles, including a 1932 Cadillac 452 BV16 Imperial limousine. Number 5. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin D. Roosevelt belonged to the wealthy milieu, and at least $60 million estimated his worth at the time he started his presidency. Roosevelt's summer White House Art Roosevelt retained wealth via Campobello Island and other challenges because of the Depression. Franklin organized open houses at his home, inviting influential people from all fields, business, art, and intelligence, and fostering an atmosphere of free interaction. Carpets. Franklin had once flown modified cars. Due to his polio condition, doctors fitted him with hand controls. His perception of cars was much like today's feeling towards Lincoln or Packard, but one of his favourites was a 1933 DeSoto, which was modified for him to get around more easily. Number 6. John F. Kennedy. Kennedy reached his highest net worth, about $1.1 billion, primarily through his father Joe Kennedy, who expanded his wealth through business. John F. Kennedy, his wife Jackie Kennedy, and the Kennedy family represented glamour and elegance in America during the early 1960s. The Kennedys threw many elite parties, featuring singers and actors. Of all the US presidents, Kennedy cannot be considered a traditional or even a virgin president. There are lots of legends about his affairs with different women. Of course, Kennedy used the fuel there after the famous 1961 Lincoln Continental SS 100X. The federal government purchased it for $500 annually from Ford Motor Company and later customized it for residential use. The president's assassination brought this car so much exposure. Number 7. Richard Nixon. Annotation Abella Nixon's presidency period is infamous for secrecy, especially during Watergate, which resulted in his presidency's resignation in 1974. Nixon was once a public figure but was always lonely since those in his close working quarters did not trust him, hence seeking refuge by avoiding public life. Nixon used both presidential and personal cars during his presidency. Nevertheless, he preferred Lincoln Continentals, particularly a 1969 model. Lincoln was good for continental statesmanship and generally had great security tactics because Nixon was threatened almost everywhere he went. Number 8. Barack Obama. Barack Obama had an estimated worth of $1 million before taking the presidency, and after the presidency, he managed to convert popularity into higher levels of economic profit. Obama's estimated worth is approximately $70 million, the majority of which came from books and speeches. The Obamas do not seem nearly as lavish as some of the previous presidents and first ladies. They have luxurious items such as a Martha's Vineyard vacation home as per succeeding presidency philanthropy endeavours. While Obama had access to the presidency, he travelled in his Cadillac motorcade nicknamed the Beast, which is, quite simply, the most secure car today's presidents expect in their armoury. Before Obama was president, he leased the 2005 Chrysler 300C but then replaced it with the 2009 Ford Escape Hybrid when he became president. Which president's secret was shocking for you? We would love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for tuning into this morality exploration of the hidden social lives of former US presidents. If you like this video, please remember to share, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can catch more amazing stories with us.